5, 4, 3, 2, 1. CTS Podcast Politics Edition. Woo woo! This is my favorite of the two.
We are doing something a little special today. We're going to do a quiz.
Yeah, Henry's going to be out of town for a while, so we're spacing out our uploads.
In like a nefarious way.
What is that? What is that?
Like the out of town for a while.
Did you hear that?
I don't know what that was. That was weird. Maybe you guys can tell us in the comments below.
Imagine. Just
someone
4,000 comments.
What
like,
the?
I am in your walls.
Okay, we're going to start out with the U.S. history highlights part
Ooh,
1.
This is going to be hard. I have a feeling.
This is from Britannica.com.
Okay,
You have 30 seconds to answer each question.
Whoa, okay. So let's read them out loud.
How many amendments to the U.S. Constitution are there? 26, 15, 27, 22.
26.
26 or 27?
26.
Are you sure?
Yes. It's 20. Wait, am I going? Is this like real?
No,
or have we started?
It's both of us, yeah.
No, we need to go one each. We need to go one set each, and then we compare answers.
We can do them at the same time.
What do you mean?
At the same time, because I don't have the answers. It's 26.
So hold on.
26?
Can we calm down?
It's
It's
27, by the way.
We need to sort this out. I need to get this sorted. I'm really confused right now.
What part you struggled last time we did a quiz?
The viewer is confused.
So, question pops up. I read it out. I read the possible answers out. And we decide within 30 seconds. We decide on an answer together.
We need to compete against each other. It's so much better because I want to beat you.
But that's really hard to do.
No, it's not. We ask a question. Each of us asks each other a question. We each ask each other 10 questions in total, and whoever gets the most right out of 10 wins. I'll keep track of the score. Gosh, you're so frustrating to talk to.
But here's the problem.
I can't deal with
Here's
it.
the problem. What if, because you love to complain about our Mandalorian things, about how easy the questions I get are. When I get who was the first president of the United States, you're going to be upset.
No, we're going to cope.
Give me the exact word.
We cope.
Okay, we can swap back and forth, I guess.
I'm not taking that as the first. Absolutely not.
Weird. You got it wrong, though.
Okay. No, I didn't. We're starting now. Ooh, okay. Which was a reason that American colonists rebelled against British rule? Water rights, gun rights, low wages, or high taxes?
High taxes.
Ooh, Henry got it right.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm doing a 1 for correct and a 2 for no. Not correct. And we each get 10. Okay? Fair enough. Okay, you go next.
Who was the primary author of the Declaration of Independence? Daniel Boone, Thomas Jefferson, Jack Hawkins, Peter Minuit.
Thomas Jefferson.
That is correct.
Yes, I'm so good. I love that. Okay. Who is often known as the father of our country or alternatively, father of his country in the United States? George Washington, John Adams, James Madison, or Thomas Jefferson?
George Washington.
That's correct. Yeah. Good job.
Okay. Which war was fought by the United States in the 20th century? Vietnam War, Crimean War, Battle of Tippecanoe, or Spanish-American War?
Say it one more time.
Which war was fought by the United States in the 20th century? Vietnam War, Crimean War, Battle of Tippecanoe, or Spanish-American War?
The 20th century is the 1900s.
You have 5 seconds.
Oh, it's the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
I kept thinking it was the only war. So I was like, why isn't World War II there? Okay. Who was president of the U.S. during the Great Depression and World War II? Harry Truman, Calvin Coolidge,
FDR.
Herbert Hoover. FDR is not an option. I'm just kidding. It's FDR.
Okay, I was like, this is bizarre.
Yeah.
Because even if you said Great Depression, right? Because I guess he was. Because was he on term 4? They were gonna put him in for a 4th term.
He was. I think he'd already won. I think he died during his 4th term.
Or right before. He'd already been elected.
Like that.
Crazy. Which was a major accomplishment of Martin Luther King Jr.? His solo flight across the Atlantic Ocean, his term as a member of Congress, his tenure as a professor at Harvard University, or his impact on civil rights for African Americans?
His impact on civil rights for African Americans.
This quiz is...
This is very easy. This is a little bit too easy.
Possibly.
Ooh, Okay, now we're kind of getting a little bit cheeky. Which of these 3 U.S. states borders Mexico?
4.
Georgia, Louisiana, Arizona, or South Carolina?
Arizona.
Good job, Henry.
Okay. Which is the U.S. national anthem? My Country 'Tis of Thee, Stripes and Stripes Forever, The Star Spangled Banner.
The Star Spangled Banner.
Incorrect.
No, don't be silly.
What did
did
the
I do
Oh
here?
no, you have to ask me that. But it says, what did the Declaration of Independence do? You want to read the answers off?
Declared 13 American colonies independent from Great Britain.
That's like when they use the word in the definition.
Yeah,
Like when you have to describe how salty tastes or something like that.
Proclaimed the American colonies separate from France. Declared New York independent from Holland. Oh. Declared 13 North American colonies separate from the Western Territories.
I'm gonna say
Oh, we're answering for you.
that's what I was gonna say.
We'll give it
100%.
to you because it just took me long to read those because it was long answers.
Okay.
So.
What is the economic system in the United States? Free market economy, palliative economy, command economy, or barter economy?
Palliative, but yeah. It's a free market economy.
Correct me on my pronunciation. Whatever.
I'm just saying,
That's
I'm just putting it out
Okay.
there. So, hold on, I need to make sure we're on the same. Which stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? Checks and balances, Congress, tariffs and subsidies, or quid pro quo?
Checks and balances.
Oh, you're correct. I'll give it to you just for fun.
How many senators serve in the U.S. Senate at a time?
Can I read it for you or no? Are you just gonna read every single one?
You just read that to me.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm done.
How many senators serve in the U.S. Senate at a time? Okay.
$100 bill, y'all. The House of Representatives has how many voting members? 435,
Tricky.
410, 398, or 650?
That would be 435.
That is correct. Good job, Hen.
Who does a U.S. senator represent? Themselves, all the people in the state, everyone who can vote, all the people who live in a certain district of a state. Hold on, you have to go pessimistic, selfish. Stay with the messaging of our podcast so far. So think carefully about your answer.
Yeah, okay. It's all the people in a state. They represent their state.
Yeah. Correct. All right.
If both the president and vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The Senate Majority Leader, the Speaker of the House, the Secretary of Homeland Security, or the Secretary of Defense?
Speaker of the House.
Correct. Good job.
How many justices are on the Supreme Court?
Oh, no.
8, 9, 10, or 12?
9. 9.
That's pretty topical.
Okay, hold on. We might be at 10 already. We might have to go to another one.
3, 3, 3, 3, 2.
Okay, so we have two
That's
more each.
17.
2 more each.
Yeah.
What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? This is kind of good. To join the American Civil
We gotta
Liberties
go
Union,
quick.
to serve in the military, to join the National NRA, to run for political office at least once.
To serve in the military.
Correct. Good job, Han.
How old must U.S. citizens be to vote? 19 or older? 21 or older?
18 or older, baby!
Okay. This is kind of...
What is one reason why colonists came to America? To find a new sea route to Japan, to fight the British, to escape religious persecution, or to find a new sea route to India?
I'm going to say to escape religious persecution.
You would be correct, my friend.
Okay, hold on. I digress a little bit. But did you do in first grade or whatever that thing with the Mayflower where you got a person on a Mayflower, on the Mayflower, and then you went through the story and found out if they died or not?
No.
You didn't do this?
No.
Yeah, so we in first grade, you around Thanksgiving time, you draw names out of a hat for people that were on the Mayflower, and then there's some story that they've set up that they know kind of the outcome for all of these people, and half the class dies. It's a bunch of people.
Really?
Yeah, a bunch of people. It's the first day. It's oh, you died of scurvy on the ship as you were crossing.
That's
Feels a little traumatic for first graders.
first grader,
but-
yeah.
Okay. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? April 15th, 1776, July 4th, 1776, December 7th, 1776, or June 4th?
I'm going to go with Independence Day. Just maybe.
So December 7th, 1776.
Yeah, no. Okay. We're tied. We got 10 each correct. So let's do like one more, like maybe a little bit harder. I don't know.
I don't know how to find a hard one specifically.
Maybe just look it up and just kind of see. Do
US?
politics. Do
Let's
politics
see.
quiz
I
because
did. That's what I did.
well, that was U.S. history. That was
I looked up politics. This trivia quiz is politics, law, and government.
that's a weird one. Just don't do
about-
Britannica. Just do a.
Let's see. This one could be quick, tricky. Wait, hold on. Let's see. What's a good one? 12 quotes from U.S. No. Weird U.S. presidents, global governance. That could be a tricky one.
We can try it. That's
try
going to
it.
be really hard for both of us.
What about 43 questions about politics?
Yeah, try it.
Okay.
We'll just do 10 each.
This U.S. president's Secret Service code name was Searchlight. Wow, these are going to be tricky.
Go ahead, read it.
Richard Nixon, George W. Bush, Donald Trump, Jimmy Carter.
Okay, so I can take out Donald Trump and Bush.
'Kay.
What are the other two?
Richard Nixon and Jimmy Carter.
I don't think it's Nixon. I think it's Jimmy Carter.
Incorrect, it's Nixon.
Shoot! It was a 50-50. I had
Yeah,
it right
that's
forever.
tricky.
Okay, hold on. Let me put a
Okay.
2. Okay. Which organization was established at the initiative of the victorious Allied powers at the end of World War I?
That would be the League of Nations.
That's correct. That was a wow.
Softball.
Softball there.
But-
We'll give it to you though. That's kind of cheeky. Maybe I'll get a softball here.
And I can't go to the next question. That's awesome.
Oh, good. I love when Henry has technical difficulties. That's awesome.
Next question.
You want to just skip past the
There we go.
first two or something?
We're skip past. Okay.
Okay.
Brutal. You're going to be so upset. This U.S. president's Secret Service code name was Lancer.
Are you? It's trolling.
George H.W. Bush, John F. Kennedy, Donald Trump, or Bill Clinton?
I know it's not Donald Trump.
Okay.
And I don't think it's JFK. So what are the other two?
H.W. Bush and Bill Clinton.
I think it's Clinton, if I had to guess.
John F. Kennedy.
Like, really though.
That's
like,
tricky.
What?
I'll be honest.
Did you know either of the ones I was asked?
I would have gotten the Nixon one.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes,
have.
I would've.
You're such a lying. Which U.S. First Lady rescued a Gilbert Stuart portrait of George Washington from the White House after British troops occupied and burned Washington, D.C. in August 14? Abigail Adams, Elizabeth Monroe, Martha Washington, or Dolly Madison?
So this is
I actually know
testing
the answer to this.
because it's the Virginia trio that
You gotta hurry.
it's Monroe. Oh,
Okay.
that's too
too
bad.
lucky.
Okay. No, I'm up 1-0.
Go ahead, yeah.
Which future U.S. president's correspondents helped establish the consensus for calling a constitutional convention? George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, James Madison.
That's really hard. Which future U.S. So it's a future U.S. Those are all future U.S. presidents.
All the 4 options are
Helped establish the consensus for calling a constitutional
5
convention.
seconds.
I'm gonna go with John Adams if I had to guess. Of
George
course.
Washington.
These are really difficult.
These are very
Holy
tricky
cow.
questions. Which amendment to the U.S. Constitution limits the number of times a person may be elected to the presidency?
That's tricky. I know the answer to it, but it's really tricky.
Term limit, I think it's 12. 20 seconds?
Yeah, because it's recent. It's really recent.
Yeah, that's true, because we just had the question about FDR.
Yeah.
Okay. Which U.S. political party was on the losing end of the most lopsided presidential race in U.S. history in terms of electoral votes?
Electoral.
Free soil. That's why I said electoral, because I read free soil. Republican, Democratic, Whig.
It's the Democrats.
It's Republican.
Oh, shoot. Wait, no, that can't be right.
That's I think.
Reagan sweeped.
But
Reagan sweeped all 50.
did FDR sweep all 50? Because Reagan lost like Michigan. I don't think Reagan got Michigan.
What?
Yeah, that's tricky.
That's a weird one.
I would have
for
said
sure.
I would have said the same thing.
Okay.
Okay.
The U.S. President's Secret Service code. This U.S. President's Secret Service code name was Renegade. Donald Trump, Gerald Ford, Ronald Reagan, or Barack Obama. I know. I know the answer to this. It's so annoying.
Donald. I'm trying to read your face on which one's right. I'm gonna go with Donald Trump.
Unlucky, dude.
Tricky.
I didn't know the
That
answer
was
to that.
50-50.
I didn't. I thought it was Reagan, so I would have gotten that one wrong.
Who was Australia's first prime minister? Alfred Deakin, Andrew Fisher, Arthur Phillip, Edmund Barton.
Andrew Fisher.
Edmund Barton.
Yeah.
That
no
was a
shot.
really
No
confident
shot.
answer for
Andrew Fisher. Something came to the back of my mind. Yeah, something came to the back. Which organization established a military counterweight to the Soviet military presence in Eastern Europe during the Cold War, formed a cooperative bond with Russia in 2001 to address arms control and terrorism?
I'm gonna go with NATO. Yes.
See, these are
These
just
are tricky.
softballs.
These are
It's
very
so
tricky.
frustrating.
Which of these U.S.
Wait, sorry, hold on. I need
hold on.
something's up with the score here. I gotta do the score here.
I've answered 2 right. You've answered none. Right.
Okay, go.
Which of these U.S. political parties was the first to have a woman on the presidential ticket? Democrat, Republican?
Democrat? Finally, I get a softball.
Correct.
Which of these U.S. presidents was not a lawyer by profession? Ronald Reagan, Abraham Lincoln, Bill Clinton, or John Adams?
I'm gonna go with Reagan.
Good job, Hen.
Which title is given to the head of the executive branch of government in an Australian state? Mayor, Chief Minister, Premier, or Governor? This one's a weird one. There's a lot of Australian questions for we've gotten a lot of American, a lot of Australian. Mayor, Chief Minister,
It's between Premier and Chief Minister.
Okay, you've got 5 seconds.
I think it's Chief Minister.
Premier.
Whatever. So
Tricky. Premier. Okay. No country has both a parliament and a president.
No, I'm supposed to read it, but no country has both a parliament and a president.
False.
True or false?
True, false.
It's your turn to answer.
False.
Wait, hold on. Russia has a parliament and a president.
Yeah. No country has both a parliament and a president.
Oh, okay. I messed that up. I
Yeah.
see where I went wrong.
Which dissident political faction nominated former U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt for the
Bull Moose Party.
Yep, that one's an easy one. Okay. Let's see. We're through 15 questions.
Yep. Which U.S. president's refusal to support U.S. Supreme Court decisions led to the Trail of Tears?
It's Andrew Jackson.
Good job. Okay, my turn.
Which amendment to the U.S. Constitution gives women the right to vote? 10th, 19th, 5th, 20th? That's a tricky one. It's a weird one.
I should know this. It's between the 10th and the 19th.
Okay, which one? 10th, 19th, 20th, 5th? 10 seconds left. 8, 7.
19th. This is going to be so embarrassing. Okay,
Correct.
good. Phew. That would have been really bad.
Which U.S. president's act... This is a weird one.
Which U.S. president's acting first lady was his niece? Andrew Jackson, James Buchanan, Calvin Coolidge, or Martin Van Buren?
Okay, let me
I have a good guess.
walk
but
you through this. I think it's Van Buren.
he was a weird guy.
And I think
He was a weird
Well,
guy,
and I
from what
think-
I've read about him.
I think he's the only... Oh, it's James Buchanan.
Unlucky, dude.
Yikes.
That's a
That's a
tough one.
that's a really
Yeah,
weird one.
That's a tough one.
Okay, the lower...
Really?
the lower house of the Australian Parliament is known as the Legislative Council, Congress, House of Representatives, House of Lords.
I'm going with Legislative Council.
House of Representatives.
You didn't know that.
Okay,
Don't act like you
18,
knew
19, 20. This is the last one.
that. Who was the first Secretary General of the United Nations? Boutros Ghali, Turgve Lee, Dag Hammarskjöld, or Kurt Waldheim?
I'm going to go with this. The Boutros Ghali feels French, right?
Or maybe Haitian. I don't know. You got to choose, though.
That one.
I'm not
That's
kidding.
fine. I think I still won that.
I get one more, yeah?
That's through 20 questions. Right? I think... Let's see. Should I click on one of these? Average IQ is 100. What is yours?
I got 4 and you got 5.
Yes.
That's tricky
Easy
because
win.
I got questions as they relate to the
I
Australian...
believe I 100% stated
And
that
it was
this would happen. at
only
the start.
Australia, which is weird because I know a lot about Western European governing. I don't know a lot about Australia. It's interesting that they did Australia and I got all the
Are you
Australian questions?
Accusing me of something?
All the okay, I want to
Okay.
do. Let's do the.
That was good. 2 quizzes. Let's call this one there.
Why?
Because.
Why don't
2
we
quizzes,
just?
because we decided it. Let's call it.
Well, I was saying, why don't we do one more?
Because we decided. What's the point of doing a third? We already broke the tie.
What? No, we're not.
We're
doing
done.
one more.
We're
doing
calling
one
it.
more.
We're
Why?
calling it
I don't
right
have
here.
any say in this. Really? We're doing one more.
We're calling
Load it up.
it.
Load it up. I don't care. We're doing one more. Do like the international. Do the international
Okay.
one.
Global governance.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I kind of like that.
Start this quiz. Which international alliance and self-defense clause was first invoked in 2001 following terrorist attacks on the World Trade Center and Pentagon?
That's NATO.
CEDAW, actually.
Okay, that's one for Jace. Which organization established as a military counterweight to the Soviet military presence? Okay, I think
This
we know
one's
the answer.
NATO.
We already did this one, so
Yeah, because that last one pulled just from all the different quizzes they have.
okay.
The World Bank was set up following which event? Bretton Woods Conference, Casablanca Conference, Treaty of Varela, or Cairo Conference? This is a tough one.
See, I got asked this question on a test I did in my
Really?
politics
And you
class. in
probably got
college.
it wrong.
I learned specifically about it.
Okay. Which
I'm
one
gonna go
is
with the
it?
Bretton Woods Conference. Yeah.
Correct.
Which organization was established at the initiative of the victorious Allied powers at the end of World War
We'll
I?
take League of Nations.
That's cool that he just gets all the.
What organization was established in the 20th century to stabilize currency exchange and eliminate destructive trade policies? International Monetary Fund, United Nations, World Trade Organization, or World Bank?
I think it's the IMF.
Okay. Correct.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
What was the second international organization in the 20th century that was worldwide in scope and membership? League of Nations, Non-Aligned Movement, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or the United Nations?
I think it's United Nations. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Which group is sometimes called the Blue Helmets? United States Air Force, United States Army, British Army, the United Nations.
The UN peacekeeping troops.
Okay. All right.
Where was the first United Nations Conference on Environmental Issues held in 1972? Paris, Rio de Janeiro, Geneva, or Stockholm?
I'm going to guess Paris.
I would have, to be fair, I would have guessed Paris there, so I kind of
Yeah,
got let
that's
off the hook
tricky.
there. That's a tricky one.
At which World War II conference did Allied leaders agree to demand unconditional surrender from the Axis powers of Germany, Italy, and Japan? Yalta Conference, Casablanca Conference, San Francisco Conference, or Potsdam Conference?
Do you know the answer to this
I
one?
think I do.
Really?
Yeah. Which one?
I'm going with Yalta. That was. Did you know that?
Casablanca. No, I would have said Yalta too.
Okay, fair enough.
Who was the first Secretary General of the United Nations? It's Tocqueville.
That's
Okay.
okay. Hold on. Sorry.
We'll call it there after 3 quizzes. I think if we tied on that one, we both got one wrong.
Yeah, but we've only done 5 each. We need to go 10. What are you doing? Or is the quiz over?
The quiz is over.
Okay,
That
we'll
was
call
all
it.
of it.
Okay, sounds good. CTS podcast episode 61. Episode 61.
Not technical.